It started like any other ordinary morning. The smell of brewed coffee, a hint of her perfume still lingering in the hallway, and the soft hum of her voice in the kitchen. My wife, Claire, had a way of making the smallest things feel like home. And my best friend, Marcus, had been in my life long before she came along. Since we were 7 years old and shared a bag of chips at the back of the school bus. I trusted them both. Completely. Claire and I had been married for 5 years. We weren't perfect, but we were real. Or so I thought. We had dreams, saving for a house, starting a family, traveling the world. I had plans to surprise her on our anniversary with a short trip to Italy. A small villa, just the two of us. I thought she'd love it. Marcus had always been around. Holidays, birthdays, barbecues. He was like family. When I proposed to Claire, he was the one who helped me plan it all. He even cried when she said yes. That's how close we were. I didn't just love them, I was proud of them. Proud to have a wife like her, and a brother like him. But sometimes the people closest to you carry the sharpest knives. It began subtly, things I chalked up to imagination. Claire laughed a little too hard at his jokes. Marcus started showing up more often. Sometimes when I wasn't even home. I'd find 2 coffee mugs in the sink even though I was at work all day. Once, I came home early and heard the sudden shuffle of footsteps. Just her, she said, startled by a spider. I wanted to believe her. I told myself that trust was the foundation of every relationship. That Claire would never do that. That Marcus, of all people, would never even think of betraying me. But the gut doesn't lie. The final blow came 2 weeks before our anniversary. My phone had died at work, and I needed to borrow a charger. I stopped by the apartment in the afternoon. The door wasn't locked, and as I stepped in, I immediately heard a sound I can never unhear. A gasp. A moan. Claire's voice. And then his. I froze. Every inch of me wanted to believe I had misunderstood. That there was another explanation. But I walked down the hall and opened our bedroom door. There they were. My wife. My best friend. In our bed. I didn't say anything. I just stared. Time slowed. Claire screamed. Marcus leapt up and stumbled over his jeans, trying to explain. But there's nothing to explain when you see it with your own eyes. Nothing that can soften that kind of betrayal. I left. I drove for hours, not even sure where I was going. The betrayal clawed through my chest like a dull, relentless knife. The 2 people I trusted most had torn the world I'd built to shreds. She called me. Dozens of times. Texts poured in. Apologies. Excuses. Promises. I didn't respond. It wasn't until Marcus came to my apartment 2 days later that I snapped. He looked like hell. Said he never meant for it to happen. Said it started when they were both drunk one night. That it was a mistake. That it only happened a few times. A few times. Each word felt like a hammer. I punched him. Just once. Not out of rage, but grief. He didn't fight back. Claire showed up the next day, standing in the rain like a ghost of the woman I once knew. She cried. She begged. Said it meant nothing. That she still loved me. But love doesn't sleep with your best friend. I listened. Not because I forgave her, but because I needed to hear the full story. The affair had started 3 months ago. Mostly on nights I worked late. Sometimes in our house, sometimes at Marcus's place. She said it was emotional too. That Marcus understood her in a way I didn't. That part hurt the most. Because I had given everything. My time. My heart. My trust. I asked her to leave. For good. The following weeks were numb. Like I was moving through fog. Everyone I knew found out eventually. Mutual friends picked sides. Most of them couldn't believe it. Some reached out. Some stayed silent. Marcus disappeared. Moved out of state. I heard he quit his job. Maybe guilt swallowed him whole. Good. Claire filed for divorce after I refused to speak with her again. She sent letters. Emails. Said she had gone to therapy. Said she regretted it all. I didn't care. Healing wasn't fast. Some days were just about breathing. Other days I poured my pain into the gym, into work, into anything that distracted me. I started journaling. Writing letters I'd never send. I went back to that Italy trip, alone. The villa was quiet. Peaceful. I walked through cobblestone streets, drank wine on the balcony, and let the sun burn away the bitterness. I realized something important there. That betrayal doesn't define you. How you rise from it does. When I returned, I didn't feel broken anymore. I felt sharpened. I started over. New city. New job. New people. I met someone months later, a quiet soul with kind eyes and an honest smile. We took things slow. She didn't try to fix me. She just listened. And in that stillness, I found something resembling peace. I still think about what happened. Sometimes when a certain song plays, or I walk past a cafe we used to visit. But the weight isn't as heavy now. Claire, I heard she tried to make amends with her family, with herself. I hope she finds the version of herself that doesn't destroy what she loves. Marcus? I don't care. As for me, I've learned that trust is fragile, but not impossible. That heartbreak can shatter you. Or it can mold you into something stronger. That the people who betray you don't win by breaking you. They win if you let them define you. I didn't. I rose. And I'll keep rising.